Big up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do a preview ahead of the Champions League semifinal second leg. Inter versus Barcelona tonight in less than an hour. And we'll be able to, of course, react to the lineup right here live for you guys. And of course, as well, as the show progresses, we will then dive into the other matchup, which is PSG versus Arsenal. And y'all know me. I obviously, after of course supporting Man United first love, but I've always been a big fan as well of Inter Milan. So whenever Man United is not in the Champions League, I always want Inter to go as far as possible. I say, Inter, I want you to win it. Okay? So that's been the case. That's not something that suddenly happened, you know, right as they went to that final 2 seasons ago. No. I've been talking about Inter. Yes. And more and more over the seasons, I was like, I need to make sure I try to watch more and more Inter games because I want to expand. I want to watch more and more football. I'm footballing woman, you know what I'm saying? So before we start to talk about the games, make sure that you like this video here because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see and new people to react to. And my broski, Interista, Uncle Sharma, big Inter fan. Make sure you do subscribe to his channel. Show him some love. He says, the nervous energy is hitting me, sis. Broski, right as I was about to go live, I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit nervous as well. I still do think that Inter will do it. But I'm a bit nervous. I don't know. I just, yeah, I need Inter to do this. And I do believe that Inter will get it over the line. I do believe it will not be easy. Mark my words, people. It won't be easy. But I think Inter got this. Big up also to GTV. Liverpool fan that says, come on, Barca. It is what it is. Hope you're doing well, though. Make sure you do subscribe to his channel as well. By the way, another way to support the channel here is by becoming a member. You can if you want to. Link in the description box. Just saying. So might as well actually check out the lineup. They should be out. Oh my god. Yep, the lineup is out. Let me see if I can get it. You know what? Let's get it up on the big screen here. Shall we? We totally should do that actually. Might as well get it up on the big screen. Let's see here. Zoom out a little bit there. And I think, okay, we'll do it. Let me remove this overlay here and share screen. Might as well just do it right here. Yeah. Okay. So as you guys can see for Inter, we have Jan Sommer in goal, of course, nothing new. Bisek. Interesting. Pavard, unfortunately, is injured. He was supposed to be available for this game, but yeah, that setback, that ankle injury that he got in the other game was just he wasn't gonna make it. So Bisek alongside Asherby and Bastoni in that back three. You got Dumfries right here, who's in killer form. He's actually been pretty solid this season, at least since, you know what? Beginning of 2025, he's just been cooking. Brace could have got himself a hat trick in the last fixture against Barcelona last week. So yeah, DiMarco on that left. DiMarco, you need to make sure you're not gonna get cooked by this guy, Lamine Yamal, like you did in the like last Wednesday, because that wasn't it. Respectfully, that was not it. That was not cute. Whatever we saw then, that was not cute. So make sure you sort that out, broski. You need to sort that out ASAP. You know what I'm saying? ASAP. Either way, so hopefully he'll have a better game. And in that midfield, you got Barella, Shadononglu, Mkhitaryan, solid, solid. Lautaro Martinez is back. I mean, there were rumors maybe, is he gonna make it? I don't know. But at last he did. Probably with a lot of painkillers because he definitely, had to be subbed off obviously early on in the last game, missed the game in the weekend. I think it's Verona. Either way, though, he back here alongside Marcus Thuram, which I'm very happy for. 100%. I'm very glad that that we got Lautaro Martinez back in. Broski, we need you to turn up today. We have to. I beg. I beg. And then for Barcelona, you have Szczesny in goal. Garcia. Is it Gerard Martin? Yeah, Gerard Martin. And you have Inigo Martinez. And Kubarsi, of course, good player. Pedri, De Jong, Rafinha, Olmo, Yamal, and Ferran Torres up front. On the bench for Inter, we have Di Gennaro, Josep Martinez, Stefan de Vrij, Carlos Augusto, Matteo Darmian, Rekekoni, Zielinski, I'm really bad at names, Fratesi, Aslani, Zalewski, Arnautovic, and Taremi. For Barcelona on the bench, Pena, Aranguren, Araujo, Christensen, Furt, Fare, Gavi, Fermin Lopez, Darvic, who the hell is it? Okay. Lewandowski is back. He is back. That makes me a bit concerned, I'm not going to lie. Back just enough to be at least on the bench. And with some of the chances that they had, if they had a Lewandowski at the back end of those chances, I ain't going to lie. Ooh, Paul Victor, and that's that. So there you have it. There you have it for the lineup for both teams. And I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm not like nervous because game starts in less than 50 minutes. And yes, I am a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that one bit, but I still believe that Inter will get this over the line. So when we look at the form table here, I mean, overall, I believe this might be, I'm a bit unsure if this is just in like the league or whether or not this is over. I believe this has to be potentially all comps, actually. Win, draw, 3 losses for Inter, and then a draw, obviously, which was, of course, the Barcelona game. But then we did win against Verona in the weekend. And then Barcelona has obviously a much better, in a way, record, which is win, draw, win, win, win. I don't know why it says loss here, because that can't be right. It has to be a draw. And then win against Valladolid, 2-1 in the weekend. Yep. Let me know your prediction, by the way, for this particular game, guys. Let me know your prediction. My prediction is going to be, will it be a high-scoring game again? It was 3-3 last week. I don't think Inter's going to concede that many goals. But there will be goals. First, I was thinking, I don't think Inter will win. I think Inter will win. And I hope it'll be in the full 90 minutes. I beg. I don't want any extra time. I don't want no penalties. Like, sis got work in the morning. Like, I don't need it to be all dragged out. But whenever I say that, it tends to be that it will be dragged out just because I kind of jinx it for myself in a lot of ways. But I'm going to say 3-2 Inter. I hope that Inter could just win this 3-1. Yada, enjoy, go to the final, halas. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. Make sure, though, very early on, laid the ground rules against Lamine Yamal. I don't say hurt him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying rough him up a little bit. Rough him up. Just make sure you're at San Siro. We don't play games over here. Okay? A bunch of these guys in the Inter squad already been to the final 2 seasons ago. They want to go there again. Barcelona, they haven't been there. Let's be honest, a lot of these youngsters, they were like, what? Not even teenagers last time Barcelona. I mean, they're teenagers now. What am I saying? They literally were young. Like Lamine Yamal, 17. 10 years ago, when Barcelona won it, legit 10 years ago, he was 7. Right? So Barcelona, like in the Champions League, I don't think a lot of people talk about it. In the Champions League, even with the Messi, over the years, yes, of course, they won, 09, we know 06, 09, 011, like we know. But I'm talking after that. 011 after that. 15. And then after that, it's been Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid. Then you sprinkle it with a couple of others. Real Madrid again, Real Madrid again. You know what I'm saying? It's not been Barcelona. I just feel like Inter will have the upper hand. And I'm glad, very glad that the second leg is at Inter's ground. Very happy about that. If it would have been at Barcelona's ground, I feel like 100% I would have been a lot more nervous. But I still am a little bit on edge, a little bit, slightly on edge. But once again, to wrap up the prediction for the, once again, the Inter Barcelona game, it is 3-2, my prediction for Inter. I think Lautaro scores. I think Lautaro scores the winner. And I think Dumfries scores again. I think Thuram scores. With 3 different goal scorers. Yamal probably scores. And I feel like Lewandowski scores as well. Those are my goal scorers. But I'm going to back Inter, and I beg, because I will hear it tomorrow when I go to work tomorrow. If Inter, oh my God, I need to do it. But yeah, once again, let me know your prediction in the chat. So let's move on to the other game, which is indeed PSG versus Barcelona. Barcelona, Lord, I cannot talk. PSG versus Arsenal. Big up to you. I know how migraines feels like, Everest. Hope you feel better soon. Drink a lot of fluids, and hope you feel better. Damn, I hate migraines. I hate them. Yeah, so PSG versus Arsenal. Obviously, PSG won 1-0 at Arsenal's ground last week. And Arsenal probably felt a little bit deflated compared to, how they felt after, both of the legs against Madrid, an all-time high. And they kind of, I think it might have been the game after it was Leicester, or might have not been Leicester, it was somebody else after that. Palace, I think it was, where they struggled. Something in that regards. And then obviously after this one, they lost to Bournemouth on set pieces, by the way, may I add. So they will struggle against PSG. I still do think that PSG will go through, but it's not going to be easy. Arsenal now have Partey back after he served a 1-match ban suspension in the first leg. So Miguel Merino then finally goes up front because he wasn't working in that midfield. They definitely was losing like what Partey can bring into that squad for sure. And Ødegaard, he hasn't had the best of seasons. This season has been good. I'm not one of those people that is saying Ødegaard is trash and he's not it, he's not, no. I actually like Ødegaard. Maybe it might be the new issue, but I don't think it is. But I do like Martin Ødegaard. And I do think that this is a one-off season. I think he'll be back next season as well. He shouldn't be the be-all and end-all for in Arsenal, 100%. They shouldn't solely rely on him for the creativity. They need to get some other players in to help them out a bit. But I do think that Ødegaard still is an important integral player for them in my humble opinion either way. So for me, um, I think he has to show up. It's very important. And Saka was a bit, he was trying to do something, but not a lot of people were on his wavelength, I guess. And Luis Skelly was probably the one that really could be like, okay, I can keep my head up, held up high. I was trying to do something. Y'all weren't really wanted to do anything, but I was. And that's exactly what was the case. So they need some of the players to show up. That's what they need. That's 100% what they need to happen. Yeah. And for PSG, they won the league, so they good. They Gucci. They rotated against Strasbourg. They lost. But does it really matter when they already won the league? No, it doesn't matter. Arsenal, obviously, we know Liverpool won the league, so there's nothing really much else to play for in the league. Hopefully for them at least not finish anything below second. If you win the Champions League and you end up finishing third, then that's not a big deal. Then, the Champions League would make it all worth it. But if you don't get the Champions League and you do finish below second, that is an Arsenal that's stagnated, that has gone backwards, heavily backwards. And then they need to figure out, make a decision. Are they keeping Mikel Arteta? Or are they going to move him over and get somebody else to finish the project? Because it is a team here that's been back to back seconds. And you have a Arne Slot that's won the league in his first season, may I add, when it should have been you, Arteta, to win it in your sixth season, I believe, managing Arsenal. Yeah, I think that's quite atrocious. If that was me, if that was my club, I would be like, nah, I would feel some type of way. 100%, I would. So all I'm saying is they need to figure out something else. If they don't win the Champions, if they do win the Champions League, then hey, hats up. I pray that it don't happen. I'm saying if it ain't Inter, then I'm saying PSG. If it ain't PSG, then it'll be Barcelona. And then after that, if it has to be Arsenal, yeah, but I will never say Arsenal ahead unless it's like against Liverpool, or a City. Then again, I hate all of them. I hate all of them. All I'm saying is Inter, just do it, please. But yeah, with Arsenal, the form table, it's been rough. It's been rough. It ain't been all easy peasy by any means of the imagination. It hasn't. So they're gonna struggle. But how will they maybe set up? So basically, you got Donnarumma, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Desiree Doué, I think will start, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia. And Dembele was rumored that, does he have a knock? No, it looks to be that he's right. He's set to, I think Luis Enrique did confirm that he should be available for tomorrow's game. So yeah. With Arsenal, Raya, Ben White maybe, Saliba, Kivior, Luis Skelly, Ødegaard, Partey, Rice, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli is what I'm predicting the lineup to be for tomorrow. And if that's the case, I do think that PSG will get the overhand. I think PSG will go through. I just have a big feeling of that. It won't be an easy peasy. I do think that Arsenal will still try to, they will try to show up a bit more. I do think so. But regardless of that, I think they will fall a bit too short. at the very end. But my prediction for the for the PSG Arsenal game is 2-2. And that should be enough for PSG. PSG need to make sure they don't lose. That's all. If they don't lose, they'll be all right. So if they do end up being a draw, then PSG on aggregate will go through. So that it will be then 3-2 to PSG on aggregate. So I'm going to say 2-2. First, I was thinking maybe 2-1 to PSG. I just have a feeling that Arsenal will still be able to score, but it won't be enough. That is what I'm predicting. But then again, to be fair, I thought Arsenal was going to not go through against Real Madrid. They surprised me then, and they went through. You never know. You never know. Anything can happen, especially with this game here. It's only 1-0. And of course, as well with the Inter Barcelona game, it's 3-3. Anything can happen. We can see a final of PSG and Inter, or we can see PSG Barcelona, or we can see Arsenal Inter, or we can see Arsenal Barcelona. It can be anything can happen. None of these are clear favorites. I think maybe some people are saying Barcelona, but I don't think so, This is not my Inter bias. I generally do think Inter will give it a go. And Arsenal will probably give it a go as well to a PSG. But I still do think that Inter will get the job done and that PSG will get the job done. And that it will be a PSG Inter final. That is what I'm predicting at the very end. And when will the final be? I think it's going to be, is it May 31st? Let me double check here. Wait, is it May 31st? It has to be. Wait, Champions League final. I know the Europa League's final is like, let's see, in 2 weeks from now. So that will be May 21st. Champions League final. That's going to be at the Allianz Arena. Yeah, it's May 31st. What day is that? Is that a Saturday? Is that a Saturday? Yep, it is. It is a Saturday. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Let me know your score prediction as well for that game. If you watch this on the replay, let me know your score prediction for both of the games as we slowly wrap up this quick but sweet preview. I'm going to hopefully be able to film a reaction video for the Inter Barcelona game later. Big up Casper. Casper, let me know your prediction for both of the games. Let me know. But yeah, I'm going to see if I'm going to film a video, either like a 10-minute video or maybe YouTube Shorts. We have to wait and see. Depends. It depends. It depends. But yeah. And I will be back tomorrow to do a preview for the, of course, Man United versus Athletic Bilbao. That will be before the Europa League game kicks off between PSG and Arsenal. And we'll do reaction for that as well. Casper said 3-2 Barca. Could go either side. 3-1 PSG. Yeah, Casper, this is exactly what I said. I said 3-2 Inter. And it could go either side. I agree. 3-1 PSG. I was thinking 2-2. But it could be 3-1. I'm saying 2-2 though. I still do think PSG will go through. That's the more interesting part. But yeah, guys, oh my God. I'm excited for the games. I'm a little bit nervous for the Inter Barcelona game, but I got it back. I got it back, the guys. I got it back, my lads. And hope that they go through. Hopefully. Pick up Travis. I don't know why you love Trent and Liverpool. That's a bit mad. But okay, as a United fan, that's a bit mad. But either way, like this video here on your way out, everybody, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 10K subscribers. And okay, you like Trent as a player. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I mean, now that he actually is going to be playing for Real Madrid, and I now can stop hating on him, which is kind of nice. I can actually start liking him. Lovely. Hopefully it does well for Real Madrid. I hope that if Real Madrid ends up meeting Liverpool in the Champions League, I hope he dunks on them. A prank? That'd be funny as hell. We will be there. We shall be there. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Forza Inter. Beg.